I'm Sophie and I'm a member of the team, the Stamfordians. Our idea was to make a vehicle which would eliminate the plastic pollution problem by excreting the enzyme PETAs. PETAs works by breaking down the plastic polyethylene terephthalate, or PET. PET is used in many plastic bags and bottles and is detrimental to our environments. The areas which are massively affected by the plastic pollution problem are seas and mudbanks, and examples of these with chronic pollution are the Alapatha mudbank, the Mediterranean Sea and the Pacific Ocean. The Alapatha mudbank is really hard to get plastic out of due to its complexity of removal. Fish and anchovies in the Alapatha have been found to be swallowing microplastics, which then end up in the human food chain, so it is imperative that we remove the plastic pollution problem, else they will have bad effects on human health. It's so much easier to use a vehicle than humans, as they allow us to reach areas which are simply too dangerous for humans to go.
In order to make an efficient design, we considered what properties an amphibious vehicle should have. Our vehicle is small and round to reduce the friction due to air resistance. The vehicle will be made of aluminium, which is a durable light material which will allow it to transport quickly. To make the vehicle environmentally friendly, we decided to use alkaline batteries to power the machine. The vehicle will use sonar to detect plastic material underwater, and when detecting plastic polyethylene terephthalate, it will release the enzyme. The machine will contain various features, such as inbuilt GPS to track the location of the vehicle, a start button which can be accessed both digitally and manually, an enzyme container which will be directly connected to the enzyme release point, a camera to see the current action of the machine, control it in case of emergency, and record its actions, propellers to navigate the vehicle around, and continuous track wheels to travel along all types of surfaces. The engine will be directly linked to our remote gear stick.
Due to the COVID-19 outbreak, we could not complete our proposed experiment, but it was important to us that we came up with ideas as to how we could experiment with our vehicle. In order to find the best material, we were going to test the different densities and durabilities of steel, copper and aluminium. Our hypothesis is that aluminium will be the optimum material as it is the lightest and can float the easiest. To test the durability, we would place the metals in a tensile machine and time how long each material could withstand the pressure. Regarding safety, we would have a teacher supervising to ensure any accidents could be taken care of efficiently and immediately. Goggles and lab coats to protect our eyes, skin and clothes, and have our hair tied back at all times to prevent any situations where it could be a hindrance.
The most notable skill the BIEA offered us was independent learning. We split up our project so each member of the team had an equally important role to carry out, from the comforts of their own homes. All of us thoroughly enjoyed setting our minds to the challenge and submerging ourselves within the fascinating and innovative areas of STEM. Not only this, but we developed essential communication skills. As we were not able to meet with each other face to face to discuss progress, we relied on constant communication through Microsoft Teams. As mentioned before, we each had a vital part to play within our project. Sophie wrote our project workbook, compiling all of our information and research. Anna designed the experiment and did extensive research into our enzyme and technology. Olga designed our vehicle, and Ruby did labels.
However, we've identified some disadvantages to our vehicle, such as a reduction in the need of human collectors, therefore less jobs. If we had the chance to do our project again, we would complete the experiment, as it's so crucial to be aware of how our enzyme would perform in different environments and acting on different plastics. Because our school was closed, we didn't have our lab or teachers, and our team were unable to meet up. We got around this having regular online meetings in which we discussed our progress. Instead of doing our experiment, we carried out extensive online research, where we acquired knowledge through a research-based approach rather than a practical one, and could make logical predictions as to what the results would have been. We could have chosen to make our project more focused on the manual removal of waste. We considered using a static electricity generator to give plastic in the oceans and mudbanks charge so we could magnetically attract them. However, we wanted to try and come up with a solution that wouldn't pose any threat to wildlife. For these reasons, we decided to carry forward our final project.
Now that we have finished, I think the thing we would like to change the most is being able to experiment with the enzyme to ensure we have evidence of how it works and allowing us to input our own results.
In response to question 3, the most important thing that I learned was how to carry out research effectively, as well as developing my collaboration skills.
Following on from Ruby, the most important thing I have learned over the course of this project has been cooperation and communication, which was so essential owing to the fact that we were in lockdown and couldn't see each other.
Everything went wrong on the 20th of March. We had to close for lockdown. We responded to this by moving our project into a digital format and using Microsoft Teams to do regular meetings and keep our project on track by using reminders.
We took to notice that the competition was mainly focused on creating an amphibious vehicle. However, if given the opportunity, we would love to explore ways of disposing plastic beyond the barriers of creating a vehicle. Thank you.